Hello everybody, back here again. It's our vlog day, and today is Saturday the 8th, and today was a beautiful, slightly chilly, for this time of year, extra cold, but as cold as it's been, felt kind of warm day. So, well, I didn't have too bad a wind. I think it had some, 10 mile an hour, 17 mile an hour gust in the early days. It kind of calmed down to about 10 to 6. Worked out pretty good. Ended up, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a marathon today or not. I hadn't made my mind up completely. I had the lady I've been training was wanting to go with me Monday. She was going to ride her bike, and then she's kind of been, I don't know, she started acting all weird and shit with whether or not she was going to actually ride with me, or she was just going to, we're going to meet there, talk for 2 minutes, and then she's going to take off riding at her regular bike speed, and then maybe see me by the time I got done, by the time she got done, which would be like 2.5, 3 hours before I got done. So it made really no sense for me to even really think about going and to run the trails that she wanted to ride her bike on, when it made no sense when we weren't really going to be together anyway. So that right there, kind of the whole thing got, thrown off. She'd been talking about how she's really wanting to ride her bike while I run, but I don't know if that's what her concept was. Like, we meet somewhere, she take off riding, and then we basically get back, we talk at the end. I have no idea what the hell the deal was there. So, and I hadn't made my mind up again. I was still thinking about heading up to Des Moines, just knocking the marathon out today. And last night, I ended up having some pizza before I went to bed. And I don't know if that had part to do with it, but I had like 5 different just insanely crazy ass nightmares. Like, woke up, cold sweats, just drenched and stuff. Actually, it was so bad I changed my sheets in the middle of the night because it was that bad. And it was just insane. It was absolutely from the worst dreams I've had for the longest time. They weren't like scary or nothing. They were just like super realistic and super weird. So woke up and I felt just exhausted. I felt super tired. I'm like, there's really no use in even thinking about trying to do the marathon today. I mean, I could have done it. I know I've got enough willpower in me, and I got enough heart, enough drive, and enough stupidity in me to go ahead and just knock it out if I had to. I could always just beat that thing out, but it would not have been a fun run. And this is not like I'm winning money. It's not like I'm, proving a thing. It's just something I'm doing for me, just for fun, and it would not have been a fun day. So decided to hell with it. Decided to go hang out with my buddy and his dad up there in Tumble and stuff. We're all good friends and went up there. He was actually out on his run when I got there. Not a big deal. Hung out with his dad for a little bit. We sat in the trailer and smoked some cigars. Ended up knocking out 3 different cigars today. Had a new one he wanted me to try. It's actually pipe tobacco, and I was just taking the good aroma in it before I lit it up and stuff, and I was like, man, this thing, I almost didn't want to sit because it felt so weird. I'm like, this thing smells like barbecue. It has like kept saying barbecue stuff, and his dad didn't say nothing really, and he was like looking at me kind of weird, and I'm like, he goes, it kind of has a barbecue flavor or scent to it and stuff. I'm like, I smell hickory, and he like got all dumbfounded and looked at me. He's like, holy crap, because that's exactly, they're actually aged the tobacco in old smoked hickory barrels for whiskey barrels and stuff. So it was one of those really weird things there that kind of threw me off, and he was like all excited and stuff, the fact that I picked up that aroma that quick, because him and his dad, neither one could smell it, and it was just like, the smell was almost actually better than the actual cigar itself. The cigar itself was good. It's strange with the pipe tobacco, not something you're usually used to in a cigar type thing. They said the smoke smells much better, than a lot of cigars, which I thought I might order some of them if I catch them on sale like they did again. They're normally like $8 a piece. It's way too expensive, but I think he got like a 10-pack for like $30. So definitely a good deal there. It'd be a nice little cigar to kind of have laying around, so when you got a group of people that aren't really big on cigars out, like a barbecues like that, you could light that thing up. Pipe tobacco smell usually is much less offensive to people. It usually reminds them of their old grandpa or something like that. It won't be as bad as we got some cat stench smells like literally wet dog type cigars we smoke. They taste delicious, they smell horrible. So went ahead, ended up knocking out 3 different cigars today. All of them were decent. That one was probably the stranger one of the bunch. That was kind of an odd thing, but it was good. It was just that different, concept you're not really used to. So went to head inside, and my dog really does not like their house anymore, since their dogs are just like, there's 3 poodles there that are batshit crazy, and like they have that, the difference in a bark between like, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm playful, and I want to eat you. They're all 3 like, I want to eat you bark, but they don't have the balls to actually do it. And he can sense that, and he doesn't want to go in. Like, he literally wouldn't enter the house, and I was like, holy crap. So we cut our stay out there pretty short. Everything went pretty good. Went to Dollar Tree, grabbed a handful of balloons. I picked up a whole freaking bundle of like those Mylar Balloons for my nieces. Their birthday is actually they're doing the birthday party the weekend of my half marathon in Des Moines, so I'm not going to make it down to Kansas City in order to see them. Unfortunately, so I'm going to take them a bunch of balloons, pick them up some puzzles, pick them up some stickers, just some random junk. Also there, they'll enjoy. Hopefully, I'm going to let them know, hey, this is your early birthday since I won't be down there kind of thing. And they're both giant balloon fans. I mean, they absolutely just love balloons. So they'll get a good kick out of that. Like I said, there's a bunch of them there for them. They can pick and choose which ones they want for themselves or whatever, whatnot. Don't really matter there. So headed on home, got back here and stuff, went ahead and hung out for a few minutes, let the dog kind of relax in the house for a moment or two. Got ahead and got changed. Headed out for my run just now. Ended up knocking out 5 miles on my run. I was trying out my new hat, as you can see here. It's actually a light up hat. You can see there. It's the same hat that I bought at the end of my, actually I bought it before. I bought it at the my first marathon ever, and I was wearing it still. It was one of those things where I'd worn it once before, hadn't even worn it at night yet to see how well it was going to work. Wore it walking in the yard but not running. And was up in Ottumwa running my buddy, and was running across the Des Moines River. There's like a old train track bridge running across the Des Moines River there. Wind was just insane, and some of it just ripped right off my head in the wind. Tried to grab it. There was like a 6-foot fence, but it had blown up over the fence, hit the river, and I was just pissed off as hell. I was like so mad as shit about it, and I was like, I'm not going to spend another $30 or whatever it was, $25, I don't remember what it was. I was just like, screw it. I'm not doing it. Looked around eBay, kept keeping eyes out for different place stuff, thinking somebody's going to have one. Of course, that point, the race is over, you can't find them, blah, blah. And my buddy, I don't know exactly what made him decide. He just like kind of, I don't know, out of nowhere decided he wanted to do this. Ended up finding and getting a hold of the race director and got me this hat. So he actually ordered this thing back in for me. I was just badass. He told me here a while back he had a gift for me up there, need to get up there. And I got there today and he had the hat for me. I was just like, it was awesome. He still gives me shit about the fact of how he sees it like floating in the river when he's not running. He's up there running by the Des Moines River all the time. And I just keep calling him a dick and telling him how big a jackass he is. And then he went and replaced the hat. So I'm pretty cool with that. I was super awesome, him, super nice of him to do. So really pleased about it. I ran with it tonight, and I was really kind of, at first, I didn't think much about it. I'd gotten dressed, take off running, and I was like, wow, because there's the 4 lights on the front. Normally I run with that big headlamp like you would go coon hunting and stuff with that shines out. It has a longer beam and a lot more tight. Like it's a narrow beam where this one's more of a spread out and really kind of floods the land. You don't get as much intense, but it's more of a flooded light. And I was like, wow, everything's kind of blurry, everything's kind of hazy and stuff. And I just kept on running. I'm like, oh, well, no big deal. I didn't even think to grab my other lights. I thought I probably should have grabbed them, like, it won't be that big a deal. Worst case scenario, I can swing back by the house or, whatever, and grab my other lights if I need to. And I got, I don't know, a quarter mile or so away, maybe a half mile. I went to adjust my glasses, and I was like this. I don't have my glasses on. And I was like, oh, this is great. Because I can see decent enough, but there's a lot of times I really should have had my glasses on. So I ended up running 5+ miles tonight with a new light hat that isn't a directed beam, it's more a flood beam, and then also no glasses. So it definitely was one of those things that just kind of cracked me up, and I was like, wow, this is stupid as hell. I realized I can run without them, I guess. It makes it hard to, I couldn't tell what kind of car would have hit me if I got run over by a car. That sort of comes into the fact, but I can still see the ground enough to run. It wasn't that bad. And I got thinking about it, coming up in winter, when it's super cold, I might try running without my glasses. They don't fog up. I can wear a better face mask, that kind of thing, and it might not be that bad. I've been wanting to, for a long time, to actually get LASIK done, which I'm still kicking the idea around about getting LASIK done so I can get rid of the glasses when I run, which would be super helpful there. Also, you just never know if, break your glasses. You got to buy glasses every few years. My eyes change real slowly. It's been probably, I bet 5-6 years since I bought glasses. So I'm definitely one of the fewer that has to buy them a lot less often, so it wouldn't be as financially beneficial, but just the whole concept of not needing glasses at all would be great. So got my run in. Hopefully I'm going to go, I got to go see I don't have to go see, I get to go see my nieces and stuff, my cousin tomorrow, hang out down at the farm. We're going to have ourselves a good time down there. And then I believe right now it's supposed to be 60 degrees for a high on Monday. I think starting at 40, something like that. So I'm going to start running about 40 degrees and finish up about 45 degrees or so, but it's going to reach 60 in the middle of that time frame. So I'm going to go up to Des Moines Monday as it sets right now. Hopefully they're calling for bad weather Tuesday. It won't move up. That's my goal, run my marathon Monday, and it's all good. I'm trying to convince my buddy to come up with me and ride his bike. He's got a little bit of running to do. I said, dude, you can run part of it. Go grab your bike, ride around with me and stuff, no big deal, and then put the bike back up and run the last part with me. But he's not sure if he's going to do it or not. So we'll see. Sounds like the girl I've been training, she doesn't want to come, I guess. She's thinking she's going to try and look for a bus or something now. I don't know. I got some text from her today. I just kind of ignored them and then I was busy with other stuff. Said to hell with it. So that's pretty much all I have for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day, and thank you for watching.